That is it.
Once, twice, thrice. The genius of modern boxing, Oleksandr Usyk, pound for pound king. What a performance! What a statement! Repeat, but even more. This time around, he wanted to make it heavier and more evident, and he knocked.
So let's talk about it. Oleksandr Usyk, now 24-0 with 15 KOs, is one of the greatest boxers of all time. Definitely one of the top 10 fighters of all time, heavyweight fighters of all time. So listen to this, right? He just wiped out the entire UK heavyweight boxing landscape. Their three biggest heavyweights: Daniel Dubois, twice. Anthony Joshua, twice. Tyson Fury, twice. Tony Bellew, even though that was cruiserweight. Derek Chisora. I want to get the knockout. And I'm sorry if I can't show you the full clip, because what happens is the DAZN likes to hand out copyright strikes like they're candy. So I have to be careful. But I'm waiting for them to show the clip of the knockout. And we're going to talk about the heavyweight division and what's next. I'm guessing Joseph Parker. And Dubois, it made me wonder, like, why wasn't he trying to go to the body? You know, he came out there trying to box Usyk as if he had a chance in doing that. And the guy's in his prime. And he doesn't look like he's slowing down at all. In fact, he's getting better with each fight. And in all of the rematches, or the 3 rematches he's had, he's gotten better. And now his punch placement, you know, he almost stopped Tyson Fury, almost stopped Anthony Joshua, and stopped Daniel Dubois twice, once with a jab. And after that second knockdown, Dubois just didn't want to get up. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to see if I can get you a slow motion version of it. Because as it stands right now, this guy don't have a rival. I mean, who in the heavyweight division? Let's go look at the rankings here. Where are the rankings? Who in the heavyweight division can beat him? I mean, especially with the newer guys coming up, guys like Moses Atama, who's going to be taking on Dillian Whyte. Anybody thinking Moses Atama is going to be that guy after he beats? I mean, I said after, I think he's going to beat Dillian Whyte, by the way. Do you think that, I don't know, Fabio Wardley can be that guy? I don't think so, because if Justice Hooney was doing the damage that he was doing to him, then I have to only assume that Usyk would box circles around him. You know, and probably stop him because he gassed out in the second half of the fight. We're waiting for the particulars in the post-fight interview now. 3-time undisputed champion of the world. Once at heavyweight, this is the 4-belt era. I mean, once at a cruiserweight, twice at heavyweight. I mean, is anybody ever going to do that? And he collected the belts. I mean, let's look at this box rec before we talk about the rankings here. Just look at the resume here. Dubois, Fury, Dubois, Joshua, Chisora, Chaz Witherspoon, whatever. Tony Bellew, Marat Gassiev, Miras Breedis, Marco Huck, Michael Hunter, and this was cruiserweight. This was the cream of the crop at cruiserweight at the time. Glowacki. And you can argue that. Well, let's listen to the particulars. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe.
1 minute 52 seconds of round number 5. The winner by knockout victory. Once again undisputed and still the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. The fighting pride of the Ukraine. Oleksandr. 1 minute 52 seconds. 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 1 minute
They need to give that man a statue outside of Wembley Stadium. He's the best fighter in the UK. I mean, he's the best heavyweight champion in UK history, and he's not even from there. So, we were talking about the rankings. And, you know, I don't see anybody that can beat him. This man gonna fuck around and retire undefeated. Now, you know, you got Jai Opetaia maybe have a chance when he decides to move up, maybe. Okay, so out of the heavyweights, right? Who has the best, out of the heavyweights and the cruiserweights, who are you giving the best chance? And I'm not saying they will. I don't think any of them will. Who would have the best chance to beat? Oh, let's listen to the post-fight interview.
To say to you, Oleksandr, I run out of things to say to you because every single time you put on a performance like that, you always surprise me. 38 isn't old at all, is it?
Can you repeat one more time?
38 isn't old at all.
38 это уже старо или еще нет?
38, it's a young guy. Remember.
It is.
38, it's only start.
You made this look a lot easier than you did when you fought Daniel Dubois nearly 2 years ago. How comes in rematches you always make it look easier?
Почему у тебя всегда получается в рематче легче, чем в первом бою?
I don't know. I think I want to say thank you, Jesus Christ. I want to say thank you, Virgil Maria. I want to say thank you, my team and your Wembley. Thank you so much.
We've spoken so many times before. The first time you beat Tyson Fury, you said you did it for your father. The second time you said you did it for your country, Ukraine. What's the victory for today?
Первый раз ты сказал, что ты сделал с Фьюри для папы. Второй раз ты что сделал для своей страны. Для чего этот третий бой по назначению?
The people.
It's for people. It's for all world people.
You are a three-time undisputed champion, two-time at heavyweight. What more, Oleksandr, do you want? The challenges are going to keep on coming. What more do you want to do?
Брат, ты два раза undisputed champion в heavyweight, один раз в cruiserweight, это уже 3 раза undisputed champion. Что ты больше еще можешь достичь?
Nothing. It's enough. Next, I don't know. I wanna rest.
I'm here.
Yeah, Derek here.
I'm here.
I don't know. I wanna back in home. That's my family. That's my wife, my children. I wanna rest now, but maybe 2-3 months. I wanna rest, just a rest.
But the challenges are here. There is a queue, a very big queue. Derek's here on my side. Tyson Fury wants to fight again. Joseph Parker, Agit Kaviel. They all want to fight you, Oleksandr. Who next?
Кто следующий?
Oh, maybe it's Tyson Fury.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Maybe we have 3 options. Derek Chisora and Anthony Joshua. Maybe Joseph Parker. Listen, I cannot now say, because I wanna back home.
You let that man go rest.
And you deserve to go home and rest.
Sorry, again.
And you deserve to go home and rest.
Thank you so much. Listen, people, thank you so much. Я хочу подякувати. I say Ukrainian language because Я хочу подякувати всій Україні, всім хлопцям,
The
які
fans
зараз
stuck around
боронять
for
нашу
him, too.
країну.
That's his city.
Я вчора отримав безліч повідомлень, і сьогодні також від різних підрозділів, які боронять мою країну на лінії фронту. Хлопці, слава Україні! Ви неймовірні! Ви дозволяєте мені бути зараз тут. Thank you so much, people! Команда! I love you! Wembley!
Oleksandr, congratulations, pound for pound king, undisputed champion again. A quick word on your opponent, Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois deserved and tried to be great today. What words of advice would you give to the former IBF heavyweight champion?
What was it, performance?
Dubois still in the
Daniel
ring.
Dubois dreamed and aimed to be great today. What words of advice would Oleksandr Usyk give to Daniel Dubois?
Он как бы спал и видел этот бой выиграть, чтобы действительно, что-то бы ты не отдал ему. Такой непонятно.
Bro, I'm sorry, it's sport, but my people wanna this winner.
Don't kick the
He's
horses.
just like, fuck 'em.
Oleksandr, thank you very much. Let's go and speak to Daniel Dubois very quickly.
A lot of fans are still there. And Usyk's not even from there.
Daniel, you dared to be great today. You challenged yourself against arguably one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. It wasn't your night, but it was an incredible performance. How would you sum up that performance from yourself?
I have to commend him on the performance. I gave everything I had. It just wasn't probably a few things I could have sharpened up on, but take no credit away from the man. I'll be back.
No doubt you will be back. We've seen it before. The jab was key last time round. You didn't throw or land enough jabs. Did you think maybe you would have landed more jabs and more to the body like your team were telling you to do?
I was just fighting, man. I was in a fight and I was just trying to pick out round by round, but it is what it is. I'll be back.
Don, I want to quickly bring you in, Don. You've masterminded the last 80 minutes and say things, but it was a brave performance. But ultimately, he's in there against an all-time great, Don.
Most definitely, that was never in doubt. We tried to get going. He's a young champion, Daniel Dubois, 27 years old. Remarkable what he's achieved to date. He'll be back from this stronger. That's a great champion, generational great. There's no, if you're gonna lose to someone like that. You understand? He'll be back from this. Yeah. Thank the audience.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming out. I gave my best. We go back to the drawing board and come again.
Frank, let's quickly bring you in, Frank. You've had Daniel from the very, very beginning. It was a brave performance from him, Frank. Maybe not what you expected, it certainly wasn't, but again, commend the guy in front of him, Oleksandr Usyk.
Oleksandr Usyk is a modern-day legend. He's an unbelievable fighter. In any generation, he'd be a great fighter, and I'll take my hat off to him tonight. You know, Daniel was ready for it. He was up and trained hard. No complaints, no excuses. The better man won on the night. He is a fabulous, fabulous champion.
Finally, Frank, you seem to have all the other heavyweights that he mentioned there. He mentioned Joseph Parker, he mentioned Caballero, Fury, Chisora. What heavyweight would you like to see him in with next?
WBO, I'm sure, or they already have, ordered that he, being the WBO champion, has to make his defense, mandatory defense, against Joe Parker. So it's Joe Parker's time.
Frank, congratulations on another incredible event. Wembley Stadium packed out again. You must be happy.
And I'd like to thank everybody for tonight for coming along. You made it a fabulous night. It was a fabulous fight. And God bless you all and a safe journey home.
Thank you very much, Frank. Guys.
All right. So listen, Joseph Parker's supposed to be next. Usyk is not talking about retirement, so he's going to be back. He wants to go spend some time with his family. And then in 3 months, he wants to, I'm guessing, going back to camp. So we can expect to see him at the end of the year, I'm guessing. Or will he come back at the beginning of the year and just have one fight this year because he fought the end of last year? But the guy is amazing. Anthony Joshua twice, Tyson Fury twice, Dubois twice, Derek Chisora, and Tony Bellew. So as I was sitting here looking, I think that Tyson Fury is the only one that really has a chance to beat him, especially in that first fight. And you know what? Tell me how you guys feel about Joshua and Usyk the very first fight. I feel that Joshua fought Usyk better in the first fight than he did in the second fight, playing the pressure fighter, power puncher with the body shots. And Dubois, you know, I don't know what the game plan was. Now, we know that Usyk has some issues. You know, okay, say, for example, if Usyk is a created player or created fighter, and, you know, you get to rate their skills and defenses from 1 to 100. You know, he can be an overall 99, but when it comes to his body, that's the weakness. You know, we've seen it time and time again, all the way back to Beterbiev. But fighters can't get to him, you know, so there's that as well. He'll jab your face off. He'll jab your face to smithereens. And when he decides, and if you get too close, he knows how to duck out of there defensively, or to, you know, he can keep you off of him, if that makes sense. So I'm interested to see where he's going to go from here, because, you know, if he beats Joseph Parker, he'll have beaten all of the good heavyweights of this generation outside of Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder been losing. And next would be like the new blood type of guys with Otama, even Philip Hergovitz, because he's not even 30 yet, I don't believe. Idrit Kabiel, you know, Fabio Wardley, you know, hell, you know, Martin Bakoli, he's got to work his way back up. But, you know, that's it. That's it. You know, a fight that I'm really clamoring for, but it may take some time. And Usyk, we don't know. Well, he's saying 38, he's still young, and I believe that. You're not old when you're 38. So, you know, you can still run, you can still train, you can still, you know, like do the same things young people do, unless you're, you know, a slob, gluttonous pig. But for the most part, you know, you can still live an active lifestyle. And I want to see him versus Jai Opetaia if Jai Opetaia makes it out of the cruiserweight division as undisputed. But he's got to get through Gilberto Ramirez first. By the way, did you know or hear that they're actually working on making Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul? They announced it during a broadcast. Jake Paul was there. That's it. They're making it. They're making it. Jake Paul said it's not about, you know, if, it's about when. Like, it's going to happen. That's crazy. So also, and I can see, you know, that being a move for AJ to try to build his profile back up. You know, a lot of people want to see Jake Paul lose, and it would be a mega event over in the UK. And also, to talk about the undercard, let me tell you something. Worst undercard in a long time for a Frank Warren event. Lawrence O'Colly weighing in at 260 pounds, beat Kevin Lorena in a 10-round fight. You know, Lawrence O'Colly, looking Lawrence O'Colly, like Lawrence O'Colly, especially, well, outside of the clinching. But besides that, I mean, it was not a good undercard at all. You know, and I'm glad that Usyk put an end to Dubois in the 5th round, so we, you know, got a chance to actually go do something before the next 2 cards start, the BAM card and Pacquiao Barrios. So I'm going to get up out of here. I'm T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. On to the next. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy. The link is right here. Well, the links are down below in the description box, and here we are. Boom.